regret to inform you that the answer is no. Oh Lord, rejection. Rejection makes you feel like crawling under a rock and never, ever coming out again. And on top of that, I will never put myself out there again. Okay, calm down. Today on this video, I am giving you 3 ways to take your recent rejection and turn it into massive action. I'm Leslie Owen, and I am the life coach giving you strategic systems for a satisfied soul. Rejection stinks. It makes you want to never try anything ever again. But there are ways to overcome rejection, to climb out from under that rock and try again. The first thing that rejection does is it shows your commitment level. You know, we can be so committed to something and to a dream or to a calling, but the moment we get a stop sign in our face, this is where your true colors come out. Am I really going to do this? Or I'm going to break under pressure or give up because, I told you so. Everyone, this is way too hard. I knew it. This is just way too hard. I might as well just give up now. No. Rejection shows your commitment level. I love this statement. Persistence plus consistency equals inspiration. I promise when you keep showing up, regardless of all of those no's and next times and no ways, you will be inspired. You will have that one opportunity that will be your biggest breakthrough. The second way to turn your recent rejection into massive action is to realize that limitations are sometimes the best constraint for creativity. Don't believe me? Well, I think you've heard of a very famous author called Ernest Hemingway. Now, they can't completely say that this is true, but apparently he had a bet going on with some fellow authors, and he bet that he could create an entire story, a memoir, in 6 words. Well, they were sure that there was no way that he could create something, and he did. What were the words? For sale, baby shoes never worn. Ugh, that's a memoir that brings a tear to your eye just thinking about it. 6 words, a limitation that was the breeding ground for massive creativity. Just because you were told no doesn't mean that it's time for you to give up. This is the perfect setup for you to be extremely creative on what your next move will be. Finally, the last thing that I like to do to turn my rejection into massive action is to ask myself, how would the ideal Leslie that I am striving to be react? How, when, and where we show up is the single most important factor in executing ideas. If I can channel a positive, success-driven thought in response to rejection, then I will not allow it to keep me down. But if I stay presently in the moment of pain and anger and frustration, I very well may never move from this moment. Don't think about what rejection means now. Think about how you're going to come and rise above it and be the person that you are desperate and destined to be. Rejection can be a gift, and I know that sounds crazy, but just think. Thomas Edison was asked, how does it feel to fail 700 times in creating the light bulb? And he said, I haven't failed 700 times. I've succeeded 700 ways as to how not to create the light bulb. Turn this rejection into massive action by showing your commitment how it's never failing, how taking your limitations and creating something even beyond your imagination, and finally, focusing on the you are striving to be, and not the pain and the frustration and the anger of the word no. If you do those 3 things, you will be unstoppable.